are here to do a ranked tier list for your viewing pleasure. We got Genetics from the Kings, Jake from the Warriors, Hurry from the Ravens, and Ronngyu from the Leviathans. And in this case, usually we're standing over there, but we've got J-Mac on the side. He's not mic'd up. Don't worry, you won't hear him. But trust me, he's there, and he's going to help us make this tier list. And the basis for all our tier lists is as follows. This is a ranked tier list. These guys are solo queuing into a ranked game. They do not have a duo queue, and they are trying to hard carry to the best of their abilities. How good are said characters at doing that? S being, yeah, we're winning that game. E being, there's no way we are winning that game. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the Guardians, and I believe Aries is going to be number one. Anyone got some strong opinions about Aries?
Up there at the top.
I did breathe. So for soloing a ranked game purposes,
Yep.
depends on what order you are in the picks and bans phase.
You are top pick because you are high elo.
Oh, if you're top pick,
Yep.
and the first card you pick is Aries,
Yep.
that's a recipe for disaster. So I'm gonna say just off of that, you're gonna get 5-man counterpicked. There's gonna be a Baron. You know, you're not gonna be having fun. I'll be putting Aries in the D category.
Okay, so if you have the opportunity to counterpick, Aries
Yeah,
gets
if
much.
you're
more.
last
If your
pick,
last pick,
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
probably the best support to carry with solo queue.
That's a big differential then. So are you agreeing with D tier if you're top pick?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
He's terrible if he gets counterpicked, but he's like the coin flip god. Like if you get good draft against him, he's awful, but bad
Yeah.
draft, he just.
It's
Runs
also
the
for
game.
us. I mean, if some random guy picked Aries on my team, even a good draft, I'm not sure I'd be feeling good either.
Yep.
Yeah.
People don't know to use their ult to force things and stuff too.
So in this case, we're all in agreement. Aries going low. Again,
Yeah.
he's got counter matchups, of course. If you see, oh, none of them have CC immune ults, maybe you're looking for pressure. But in that case, going pretty low. Next up is Ardio. Do you guys even consider Ardio as a support at the moment? I'm getting laughs
If
all.
Aries is D, then I don't know what.
He's got to be the lowest
Yeah,
tier.
yeah.
Wow, Ardio going to the bottom. I'm not going to say something I didn't expect because no one plays her in support, but unfortunate. Not even for some good lane pressure, you know.
She's not even lane pressure anymore.
Yeah.
typically.
Just useless. All
Yeah.
right, Ardio to the bottom. What about Athena? You can go for some cringe ganks with your ult. Decent setup for
Probably
the
pretty
team.
good in
I
rank.
think she's pretty high up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
pretty high up.
Global.
People in rank don't have
Easy to
comps.
follow up.
I'd say probably S tier.
Okay, we
So
got an
I
S
would.
here.
I can't put her in S tier.
That's S tier.
It's guaranteed map. It's guaranteed map activity.
I think you're
Right.
guaranteed
It's
to lose
good.
lane.
Yeah, but does losing lane matter in rank?
Well, that's where
Us-
you guys
it
are
is
going to
ranked.
disagree.
Because the way it works, you just go and invade that stuff while you're losing lane.
You just leave.
We all do it. Yeah, we all do it. We just leave. Just leave invade to go
Yeah,
invade the green
true.
buff.
I could put her in
Athena
A.
has damage.
All right, so we
Reasonable.
got
I'll
an
be
S
fine with.
and
I'll
an
be
A.
fine with A. I'll be
think
fine
S.
with
Hey, S.
Okay,
Jake, you're the
There's literally
tiebreaker.
DR, okay? You have an 18-second taunt. Are you invading buffs? You're supposed to be solo queuing here, right?
Yeah, but think about that, right? Like, let's say
can
if
invade
you're
buffs
if you're
by
jungle,
yourself, like
if
steal greens and
Jake, right,
stuff.
you're solo queuing, right?
Yeah.
Let's imagine all 4 of your teammates are worse than their teammates. Oh, you've got an Athena ult. Your jungler's losing 1v1, Athena ult. ADC losing 1v1.
Okay,
Athena ult.
every time I Athena ult, it's literally always okay. Athena ulting in range is literally the worst thing ever. It's literally never gonna work.
Okay, I don't know if I believe that. Okay, so how low are you saying, Jake?
I've put her in C.
Okay, well, all right.
Well, I'll meet you guys in the middle.
Well, the middle is A currently because we have 2 S's and an A, right? Or 2.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with A.
All right, we'll go with A for Athena. Just know that if you play her a certain way, she could be a bit higher. If you play her like Jake, maybe a bit lower. Moving on. Atlas. He's got some good damage. He's got some good shred. How good do you think Atlas
Lowest
is?
win rate god in the SPL or guardian in the SPL.
Is that right?
Is
You've
that-
done
is
your
that-
research. You've come prepared.
I've read something on Reddit.
Oh.
But
That's
in,
not
But in rank
reliable.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put him, even in ranked, I don't know, I'd put him maybe B or C. He's kind of easy CC, but
A lot of damage.
He has a lot of good.
yeah, you
item
can
damage.
build damage on him.
Yeah.
So he's better for carrying. Maybe
And
he's B.
you cannot miss his ability. So.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fair. Okay, so Ronngyu, you tending to agree with B?
I'd be fine with the B, I think, for that one.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're undisputed though. Let's put him in B. Atlas, decent damage. You can always slot in some damage items if you're already feeling tanky enough, that sort of thing. All right, what about Bacchus? He used to be pretty good back at the start of Season 9. Haven't seen him too much in this season. You guys still picking Bacchus?
You have to top pick him too. So.
Well, I think in rank it can be decent since it's like a healing meta. So it acquires your team a lot of if you go Ankh and Divine, you're gonna own all of them in one fight.
That is fair.
I find characters with front-loaded damage are easier for noobs to play with because, well, if I'm top MMR, then my teammates
True.
are noobs.
So you're saying like to follow up with you?
Yeah, like if I go in and I do half of someone's HP, they kind of understand,
Like,
or get confidence to go in.
Okay.
Like when I have CC that doesn't do any damage, I find people are like slow to react or don't have confidence to follow up.
That's a
So
fair
Bacchus
point.
is like better for that.
But because of that, Jake.
Personally, I'm a Bacchus hater.
Okay.
You know, if somebody builds movement speed, you're literally not hitting your 2. If they have anything to interrupt your 3, you're not hitting your 3. And if you can't hit your abilities, what are you doing? You know, like what's the ult doing? There's DR in the game. Like,
Isn't it? It's intoxicating.
your 1 does nothing. Yeah, they're on DR for like 8 seconds. So
You can build regrowth. with
I
him.
don't think you've read his
regrowth
abilities.
True, he has regrowth now, Jake.
I think he's an A personally.
So-
I put him B maybe.
I'm a Bacchus hater. Like every time I pick Bacchus, I'm like hating my life.
Maybe A is fine.
I mean, I say C.
Okay. We got an A. We got a C. Ronngyu?
I put him B,
A,
I think.
next.
So.
A.
All right. Well, we've overruled Jake then. Let's
Okay.
put Bacchus an A. Once again, like Athena, I suppose could be lower, could be higher. Depends on how you're playing. Moving over to Cabrakin. Once again, used to be pretty highly contested. Haven't seen him in a bit, I suppose, because healing's annoying. Are you guys picking Cabrakin in rank to carry some games?
Walls are supposed to be good versus healers, but
I think Cav's pretty good in ranked.
I think he's good in rank. He's just blink reliant is the problem, which is like a kind of a bad thing in rank. 'cause
Yeah.
like
I don't go
super-
blink. I go upgraded med, and then you pop your 1, you won someone, you pop it again, and you won them again. And then
Yeah, you can do that.
Just get
You
owned.
can always
he's good with
horrific.
horrific.
You can just keep him in the third.
Good
I
synergy.
think he's very. I think he's like top. I think he's SRA and one of those two.
I'd say A.
Okay.
Yeah, the guide maker who deals with people who play these characters probably knows better than me. I just hate playing that character right now into the backline supports, but people are going to be wondering why we put all these characters high when the healers are still like not placed yet, I think,
The
but
thing is that people make mistakes. You know, like Cabrakin, you can build damage.
yeah,
I
if you
think
don't play perfectly around it, yeah, he'll
if you
be
want a
super-
solo carry, you have to build damage.
True.
And like he has a lot of his one's really like immune to a lot of stuff, so
Sure,
it's
he
really
could
hard
go,
to
he
get
could go
countered.
A, I think. In
All
my
right.
mind.
Ronngyu?
Well,
Tiebreak
I
it?
personally don't play it, so I'll just like go with you guys.
Okay. All right. Then let's. I don't know. S or A? I think we.
I think A is
All
probably.
right. All right. We'll put him in
Yeah.
A.
There's
because
a few. There's an S character.
Bracket and S tier, like that just
Yeah,
be
come
Carl.
There's probably a few we could put.
He
on
can't
S
heal
tier.
his teammates, so we got to put him in A tier. Fair enough. Cerberus, is that considered a support in today's day and age?
No, you're top picking him too.
Guy's
So he's gonna
dog.
get interrupted out of
It's a dog,
everything.
literally.
He's
Yeah,
out,
little-
out tier.
little
He's a
dog.
walking
Out
passive.
tier to
All right. I don't think we have to go into that one much. So are we putting
Above or
him
below Aries, though.
right at the bottom.
I put him E.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
I don't think you should be
RDO
playing him.
level
Yeah.
for Cerberus? All right. Let's just continue this topic. Cthulhu.
Just put him in E.
Yeah. He's a solo laner, not really a support.
His ult's too long duration to be good in support.
Yeah, not what we're looking for here. But Fafnir, that guy is a support. Haven't seen him in a while, but he is a support. Is
yeah.
there a reason? Oh, Jake,
This
you got
guy's actually, he's a ranked farmer.
A ranked
Like,
menace.
If you're trying to speedrun to like Grandmaster, like picking Fafnir literally lowers your game time by at least like 7 minutes.
because you win really fast and lose really fast.
Well, I mean, usually I like win.
You can just go to
Oh, that's what I wanted
objectives.
to know.
Yeah, you build shoguns, you go to the objective, and then you just do it. And like it's ranked, so no one's gonna like expect the 15-minute fire giant.
And you get your team to rally around you, and you just get it
Yeah.
done. Okay.
Well, like objective style supports are sort of like instead of needing to like kill like 4 people on your team, you can maybe just kill like 1 and get the rest low, and it changes like being able to changes the situation where you can actually do an objective. And there's not a lot of support picks that enable that. Like if you're playing like a jungler, if you're playing like an auto attack jungler versus like an ability based jungler, that changes the speed at which you kill objectives by a lot. But like in support, you don't have like a lot of options like compared to other roles to like change objective killing time. And Fafnir is like one of them. Like maybe Khepri or something is another one. So I think he's really, really good at like accentuating leads.
You could be a damage. You can build damage on him too because of his passive. And
Yeah.
you get a bonus gold because of his passive too.
You can
so-
play E staff on your 2.
and
Gotta build that.
and Revo as well.
All right. So you guys are saying
I think
Fafnir
he's pretty good.
because you can. I guess if you're able to get your team to rally around you, group up on objectives, and force that passive early,
Yeah.
that's going to be one of his strong suits. How strong is that though? Are we
Yeah.
saying he's up there in the A tier?
I'd rather be playing Fafnir than any of like the gods on the list so far. So I'd put him in S tier.
Okay, we got one S.
S tier.
That's the.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, he's a Fafnir lover to be
you are a
fair.
Fafnir, yeah. More
It's
than
like a-
I think I like him a lot too, so I would probably put him high. I'd still would probably put him like A. If you're really good at
Yeah.
Fafnir, he
It'd
could be S
It'd
though.
be A or
Like,
B for me, just because he hasn't got much AOE without ulting. But
Yeah, I'll say B because like his ult takes so much to like transform.
Also,
That's
sometimes
true.
people ignore shot calls quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just has some counter
That's
picks
my
too.
biggest concern.
You gotta
when I
make
get
sure you're an
support.
SPL support.
Yeah,
before you-
when I get
Yeah,
support,
no
the
one's gonna
follow-up is
listen to
not
you.
there. I say attack Goldfear, I start ulting, my team's like, I'm just clear
I just
away,
spam
bro.
group up.
Like,
I spam group up even as an SPL player, and people just don't want to.
The second I rename my Smurf account for a full day, people don't know who I am. They ignore everything. And if people know who I am, and then all of a sudden they, oh, I'm listening to you now.
all right, J-Mac, let's go with A. We had a couple people. We'll meet in the middle, and I think A seems like a good spot. Ganesh, surely you guys aren't playing Ganesh.
Yeah, that's gotta be the worst.
you,
rank
that,
god
that's
ever.
like you need teammates. Like you have to have follow-up, right?
He's a good engager, but that's about it.
And because like if
I don't think he's out here too, but I think he's probably down there.
D.
Yeah, I think D.
Yeah.
just because you need follow-up, he doesn't do enough damage. You gotta rely a lot on your team.
Well,
and
you can do damage.
You can
Yeah,
do-
you can build damage.
He's
that's-
long range damage without putting yourself in harm's way, which is like pretty good.
Okay.
It's a low cooldown too.
All right.
He's just old.
The better parts of his kit are like reactionary, like peel your teammates, like kind of stuff. I feel though.
Yeah.
So are we going all the way to D? Are we populating the C tier? What do you guys think?
He could be C, maybe.
I think definitely D for ranked tier list.
Yeah, I think D as
Sure,
well.
yeah.
Okay.
He's
all
too
right.
relent.
Ganesh to the D tier then. Next up is Geb.
Put F.
You're saying
really?
even
I
lower
I
than
love
that?
Geb.
I'm a Geb enjoyer, not because I play him, but I.
You have to go Blink and Sunder.
The thing is,
You
though,
have to.
the most up here right now in ranked by far is jungle, and Geb counters most junglers.
I mean, shields.
You
Are
want to
nice.
carry a game?
All right.
I don't think Geb's E tier. I'd put him like D or C.
Because you guys, whenever I have these supports or ADCs in particular, they're like, we hate Geb because he doesn't get pressure in lane, but.
I like that he can engage right now, but he doesn't feel like awful if you don't win on the engage.
Well-
Like you can still play the rest of the fight. You still have like useful tools. Like a Cabrakin, you engage and you don't win the fight right away, or you don't kill the person you're trying to kill. Your fight's kind of over. But Geb can do that and still be useful. Like you can get relics and walk back to your team and still like play peel and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, what I don't like Geb because like horrific and Sunder are meta. So
Yeah,
like
that is
you cannot go horrific. You need blink, and if they go Sunder, your shield is useless, and your team is gonna get more damage. So it's like kind of like useless getting ranked.
Okay. So still on the lower side. Are we going with D? Or you guys think?
Put my man in C.
I think it's C as well.
Yeah, I put him
The
C.
fish in C.
All right.
In the middle.
If
All
you
right.
got the fish skin.
We'll put Geb in C only if you're using the goldfish skin. We do have to try and put some pep in our step here.
Okay, let's
Khepri.
move along here.
People are loving the Khepri,
E,
but
E,
in
E,
ranked,
E,
what are you
E.
thinking?
Horrific.
Oh, you're right. We skipped Yorm. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Let's do Khepri and then we'll go back.
I put him in last because if you're first picking a
Terrible
Khepri in
build.
ranked,
Yeah,
that's
terrible
like
build.
bad
Alright.
sign.
Khepri just not a good top pick. So
Yeah.
is he going down there with the?
Yep.
Yeah, I put him in
man.
E.
All the way to E for Khepri. Just not going to bring enough for the squad. I did skip over Yorm. That's my bad. Is Yorm
E.
considered a support?
as well.
Another E. Maybe he's an F, honestly.
Yeah, he'd be the lowest.
I'm glad that we went back just to say how bad
Well,
Yorm was.
support's really relic based right now in ranked. If you want to win, you have to like counter build with supports
Right.
with relics. Sorry, and Yorm spends half his time in the air or underground, so you can't really use relics while you're in those two forms.
Well, let's go over to the Kumba then. We were talking about, that CC that your team can follow up on.
He's pretty up.
He's got good CC.
I think he's pretty up.
Okay, you liking the Kumba, Ronngyu? You thinking?
Yeah, I mean, if you just like blink and CC the jungler or the ADC,
Mhm.
that's your job basically.
If there's one other good player in the game and you're playing Kumba, you can kind of like shut them down, I suppose.
You could ruin
Yeah.
one dude's day for sure.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
So are you saying that's like C tier annoying, B
I'd
tier
put him
annoying?
C probably.
I think C or B for me.
I'm a Kumba hater. Yeah.
All
Guy
right.
just doesn't have any damage.
I'll say B, maybe.
All right. All
I
right.
put him in D.
Okay, well, if Jake says D, then we got to go C. But just know that he could be a little bit higher.
Yeah. C plus.
If you're if you've got like a hard carry jungler that's just ruining your game, and you say, hey, I'm making that dude's life annoying. Kuzenbo, this dude's annoying.
When's the last time you guys played Kuzenbo?
I haven't seen him in forever.
He gets farmed by auras really hard.
Yeah, auras are too strong right now.
Yeah.
Because of
He's
that.
down the bomb.
I
a
put him
good
E, honestly.
Yeah, I'll put
he
him E
could
as
go,
well.
if the auras weren't as strong as they are, he could be a lot better, probably.
Yeah, he's like a really good cap.
And Thorns is better, he'd be a lot better.
Yeah, he'd be like top if he wasn't, because you
Yeah.
can solo carry super
He'd
easily.
own carries, yeah.
Unfortunate. We need a better bow meta. This is not it.
Yeah.
Maui, he's pretty good with auras. He can
I
stack.
want to know what everyone else
I
thinks
think he's,
about
I think he's terrible in ranked. I
Yeah.
think he's awful.
Yeah, the thing is, like they don't ever follow your
Yeah, they never follow.
TP, your pool.
Your team
They
is
don't-
so
if
help.
you don't
He has
even
the exact opposite problem as Athena, where like Athena's like the follow up. Everyone knows how to follow up off Athena taunt. Well, not everyone, but usually they do. But Maui CC is really like awkward to follow up of if you're not like comfortable with playing with him.
And
A lot of
because
times you
that-
get big like combos and stuff. People aren't ready. You have like a really long CC chain, and people just don't seem to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's low. He can't really invade that well. He's safe. That's his only thing he's got. I think he's like a
Yeah,
zero
he
dude.
is safe. Maybe that makes him like
He
a
can't
seer
solo
safe.
carries because his ult's too slow.
So C.
He's really a support.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is not good right now.
Yep. You need to be a little bit
think,
more
Jake?
aggressive.
I mean, I don't know. I think he's pretty good on a flame. It goes pretty well. Like you just gotta wait to get like a nice.
You can get kills in lane early.
Yeah, he's
That's good.
like one of the better like laning gods.
Well, he's definitely not E tier. We know that much. So, Jake, what are you saying?
I mean, I'd probably put him in like A.
Okay, that sounds a bit high considering the room, but we can gauge. Ronngyu.
Probably C.
Okay, C, hurry.
I say C too.
I'd say C as well.
All right. If we had a little
Overruled
bit more,
Jake.
if we had a little bit more, then I would say B. But no, I think
I'll
we'll
let
go
Jake
with the
play
C on
stages.
this one. Jake does seem to have a different place. though.
Yeah.
Listen,
Apparently.
All right, we
Jake is the one like always at the top of the rank leaderboards.
that is
Yeah,
true.
sure.
Maybe
You have to be exceptional. At
maybe
these
we
characters that you
need a little bit more awesome Jake in our rank queues. But
Maybe.
moving on, we got Sobek, one of the more aggressive supports you would think, but I haven't seen him too much. I've heard he's terrible late game. So how are you guys playing Sobek?
I think he's pretty good.
So, judging by what's happening, everyone would say the complete opposite.
You just pluck and die.
No, I would say it could be good because there's people that cannot beat sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
there are some noobs that just
Yeah.
beads in midair after you pluck them.
I hate that it's just instant full DRs everybody now. It's like a crappy
Oh.
CC ability, and it just insta DRs the whole
Okay, so he can use breastplate of Zoom. You can use
Sure.
Lotus Sickle.
regrowth.
Regrowth.
Yeah,
Breastplate of Zoom.
those
of
are good
course.
items.
Yeah.
And his ult is pretty nice. It's a nice big old zone. And
So
you
it's
just
all-
love it.
Oh,
Alright.
it's terrible.
All right, I'm gonna need a letter because we are strapped for
Okay.
time here.
I think a B's fine.
B for Sobek.
I'll put him in A.
Okay.
I'll go B.
B, sure.
All right, let's go
You
B
gotta
for the
get
back
out of
once
So
again.
quirky.
You gotta listen.
Players, the other Sobek player as well.
Yeah. All right, we got Sylvanas coming next. He's a healer, right? That seems to be pretty solid. Are you guys liking Sylvanas?
He's pretty good in ranked, actually. I think.
Is A.
I think he's
Yeah.
the worst god in the game.
I put him
oh
A.
my goodness.
I put him A. Keep in mind, Jake likes to be the impact
Yeah.
player
Yeah,
a lot
okay,
of times.
this god
But
is
for most support players, like just being able to like dying or whatever every once in a while, like not that you're afraid to die necessarily, but like you can get sold by your team when you play Sylvanas.
Yeah, you literally get sold. This is like the most team reliant support ever. Like if you don't have any
You
players in
can
your
go
team.
blink. You can blink ult people for like
I mean-
for 1,000.
Yeah, but it's like a free lane win,
Holy
even if you're
damn it.
not the best
Guaranteed
player.
pressure
You
lane.
win lane
Bro.
almost guaranteed.
Heals.
Yeah, you literally. Yeah.
You're a healer, so that's like
You can go
really
damage, You
easy.
can go peel. That's like multiple ways of.
And you
playing.
counter the jungler.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, you guys sound like you know.
you
what
guys are spitting. Jake said you convinced
He
me.
I
should-
put him A.
He should
All
go
right.
A or B. A or B.
A?
All right, now
A?
we gotta move.
All right, let's
We
go
just
A.
put Terra in us.
S,
Yeah, let's
yeah.
go
Okay.
Terra
S.
S.
All right.
S is Terra.
That seems to be undisputed. Terra to S tier.
She does everything those other gods do, but
Flame,
better.
flame pressure can build every relic. Can solo people.
Damage.
CC. Yeah. Everything.
There we go. All right, Xing Chen. He's got some CC. He's pretty safe. I've seen Jake play some Xing Chen.
Yeah, he's still terrible.
You're a Xing Chen believer.
I was, and I picked him, and then I became a Shington denier.
Maybe
Oh.
into double hunter or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys aren't liking it.
E
I
or
put him in like
D.
yeah, D or E.
can maybe
He's
get.
playable
Thing is, you want
technically.
to if you pick second Aries, like if you pick him fifth, he's probably okay. You can counter him, but if you pick
Yeah.
him first and they just pick.
Everyone has picked leaps and stuff. All right, Xing Chen to D. Yamoja, very strong in comp. Maybe a little bit different in ranked.
S.
Oh, we're saying
I'd
good.
put,
in ranked.
I would put her S, but you do need reps on the character.
If you're good at a.
Well, yeah,
you
but
can't just
this
play
is
her.
you guys.
Oh, S,
you,
S.
Yeah, I'd put her S then.
All right.
All the-
Yamoja to S tier because of the setup. She's got the healing. She's got everything you guys have been talking about. What about Ymir? He's fallen off a fair
What I want to
bit.
say, guys, is I've played like 20 Ymir games in ranked in the last couple of weeks, and I've won about 2 games.
No one knows.
Same.
No one knows how to play with the god.
He's also just terrible.
He also has 2 self roots in the kit, which
Also,
is
if the jungler
problematic.
ganks
He has
you, you're
3
dead.
types.
Oh, 3.
Three,
I
yes.
guess if you count his alt.
All right. So Ymir is just fallen from greatness. Are we
Yeah.
thinking like C tier, D tier?
E.
E for Ymir. Wow.
I put him D.
Doesn't even win lane.
All right. All right.
Probably
Okay. We'll put Ymir to D.
I think B or A.
All right.
Did you say Ronnie?
D.
Oh.
All right. Well, again, Jake.
I guess D.
Jake feels a little bit differently. We are going to touch on Horus, one of the warriors. Horus has been very impactful in the comp scene. Are you guys playing Horus in ranked though?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's probably one of the best ranked gods
Oh,
in the
yes.
deck right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
S is fine.
All right.
Easy yes.
Horus to S tier as well. Now,
What about Agni?
We'll put a pin in Agni.
Well, actually, I played a 90 support game. And I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Just imagine it in your heads. in
yeah,
S tier.
just pretend that Agni's up there. Let's get to some of those healers though. Afro gonna be the first on the list. Are you guys playing Afro in ranked?
You need somebody. You said no duo queue.
Yeah. Specifically, you are solo queued. You are not duo queued with your
Not good then,
Susano.
not good then. Maybe a C.
Yeah.
But if you have a Susano,
you win the lane for sure against most things.
If you duo queue with a mid, jungle, or ADC, she's S tier.
okay.
But anyone else, I don't think she's that good.
All right.
Can't carry.
So Afro.
Everyone's always breaking my link.
So in ranked, if you're winning lane in ranked, like that's a pretty big factor, right? Like
It's easy to camp
Well,
duo
it
right now.
depends. Yeah, you can get ganked by the jungler.
True.
Okay, so let's put Afro in B with that contingency that she could be much higher if you have a hard carry with you. Next up, we're gonna go with Hell. Once again, one of those healers that everyone hates, but is she that good in ranked?
another ranked lane winner.
Yeah, I would put her above Afro.
And she does. You can build damage.
Yeah.
Most healing in the game.
I think she's an A or an S. The thing is,
Extremely cringe.
sometimes fights just end so
Yeah, I want to
fast.
put her
It's a
in
problem.
A instead of S because I feel like you can get picked out a lot easier
Yeah.
and like focused a lot easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Hell.
your team always uke the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They won't stand
Just for
still
that, it
for
can
you.
be yes, yeah.
All right. One more mage that I could think off the top of my head. Oh yeah, right. Nox.
Nox and Baron potentially.
Surely Nox has to go to the top. Question mark.
For us, maybe. So you can just get counterpicked, maybe. There's not that many.
There's a Geb, there's Geb, and like
Geb hell is
everyone
annoying.
likes locking Geb into Nox as well in ranked. So
Okay, so not.
and then you can't. Then it's like kind of.
If you're the only player in the game, like the only like, if you're supposed to be like the best player in the game, maybe it's like hard. But I don't know.
I think an S
I
or
think
A.
A is probably fine.
All right. A with the possibility of going higher if you.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, you just gotta hit your root.
Yeah. If you're hitting your team, that's easy setup.
Seriously, Agni is up there in S though. I'm not trolling.
Hey, all right. Put Agni in SJ Mac. We have to. I've heard enough. If you're playing Agni
That'll get
support,
people talking about it.
wait. Only if it's these four playing it though. If anyone else
the
plays it.
exact build.
If I go into a ranked game and someone picks Agni support and goes 0-8, I'm gonna see. I'm like, are you Gen X on a Smurf? No. If no, never do that again. I might report you.
Yeah, and he's definitely better than like some of the Guardians on the list.
I'm telling you.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's good stuff.
Last up on our support tier list is going to be the Baron. I tried playing Baron. I think I was in your game and you were playing.
Oh, yeah.
Shin-Chan. It wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy myself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Pagon and Sot trolled. Like it wasn't my fault, but you soloed Pagon. Besides the point. How good's Baron?
I think he's before the worst healer. You know. I mean, if Afro's in B, then I mean you can go in B or C.
He's like kind of counterpick god as well, and you're picking
Yeah.
first, right? So
Yeah.
He has damage though. Low cooldowns. I think he's like.
he's
zero
easy
C.
fun. Yeah.
Okay, so C. Harry, what are you saying?
I don't actually know. I go C, I guess.
Jake.
Yeah, just like a C or B.
All right, we'll put Baron to C, slightly worse than Aphrodite. And this is what we have for you. Unfortunately, you could probably play every single god in support. Not to say that they're good or bad, but this
I'll
is
consider a watch.
yeah. This you want to throw the Posh as well,
Maybe, I don't know.
depending on the matchup.
You gotta pick him first.
If it's a
so.
counterpick.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. There is an argument to be made about pretty much every god that you could play in support, but these are the ones that you're going to see more often than not. Is there any last-minute changes you want to make now that we have the list in front of us? Something yelling at you that you have to
You
change?
should remove the Agni if you.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, Agni's there to stay. So if you guys have any issues with this, make sure you screenshot it. Tweet at any of us. We'll tell you why you're wrong. Thank you all so much for stopping by and making this tier list. But don't go away because we got much more content coming up soon.